Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining in, Cristina. I think this is a little early for you, but it's still you found time on your holiday
Yes, thank
to
you
be a
very much
guest
for you
speaker.
guys inviting me.
Thank you. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Okay. This is our first session uh, on the Industry Ready platform. The podcast name is Career Talk, right? Where we are going to discuss today's topic will be where we will be discussing about the career transformation, right? That that in a journey from when you start your career, how it what are your mindset like when you start you don't have too many things in your mind, right? But as you start growing, then you start finding it out your interest areas and all that, and then you start that way that time either people get stuck in the same career for a longer time, or somebody help them for the transformation and transform their career, right? So this is what we are going to discuss mainly about career transformation today. Now, just to give the background to everyone, what is Industry Ready as a platform, right? So, Industry Ready is a platform which what allows the professionals starting from students to experience like 20-30 year also to leverage on the latest technologies, right? On the latest learning and using these latest transformation, the AI and all those methods, how we can, as industry expert, help them to transform their career, to level up their skill set, to level up their interview giving skills, and how to present themselves in LinkedIn and other platforms so they can get to their dream job, right? This is the whole sole purpose of the Industry Ready platform. And with the career talk, probably we will try to touch base of these small things which will help people on their career, right? Where they might not they might not be thinking about that, but then during these podcasts they will get that trigger point that yeah, this is also happening with me. Maybe I have to think about doing something about my career, right? So that's the whole sole purpose of the Industry Ready and then career talk also. Anything else you want to add, Sumalya?
Yeah, I mean, we right from the start of our career, we have been through a long phase, and it comes to me like, um, what point of time or what are the triggers that actually made me think I should move on from my first role that I was trained in my first company and then moved on to the next role, and the several roles that I've been through, uh, not only driven by external factors, but from from my own understanding or my own career aspirations. How have I chalked out the growth path and the right career path for me? So I mean, that is a very important topic which most of us don't take it too seriously. Like we take it as it comes our way, and we jump onto opportunities as they come, but we don't meticulously plan about it when it comes to our career. So this platform, I think it is a great opportunity to to brainstorm these ideas which can which can trigger your thoughts and like make you think what point of time you should really uh, choose a different career, or what are the trending skills, what are the trending opportunities in the market, how you can survive in the long run, and equipping yourself with the hot industry skills that are in the moment. So yeah, I
Rightly
mean,
said. Rightly said, Sumalya. Thank you. So, Christina, maybe let's start. My first, like it will. So, if you can brief yourself, like will make it very casual. The discussion is right. So, when you joined your first company or your first job, I mean that was your something that you knew that exactly this is the job I'm looking for. That is my interest area, or maybe just because you got that opportunity to use, so you started.
Um, Honestly, my first job was like after college, and it was something like, okay, I need to get a job. What
Exactly.
area do I like? And I had a big area, And I said, okay, let's start with something.
Yeah.
So yes, I started at my first company just as, okay, this is an opportunity, let's take it. Why not?
Right. And so, but in your last 15, 20 years of experience, uh, did you realize, like, when did you started realizing that okay, this maybe I have to do something different also. Maybe in the current company also, I should find a role which actually suits me more. Did that happen with you? Because that happened with me a couple of times, where I was working on a particular role, but then I thought of, no, this role is not suiting me anymore. I need to do something.
Yes, actually, that happened with every role that I had in this company that I'm working for the past 12 years. So here I started from the very
So
bottom.
we'll not talk about any particular company, Christina, but yeah,
No,
we will
no,
just, yeah.
I will not give names, but I started
Yeah.
from the very bottom, and I was young, and I said, okay, let's see where this takes me. And as in this company, I grew a lot, and with every year and with every manager that I had, I learned a lot from them, and they taught me that I should set objectives, career objectives. Okay, you are here now. What do you want to do next?
Yeah.
And this is how I started doing my objectives each time I did a new step. Because I'm telling you honestly, I was in various roles in this company, starting from being a trainer, being a people manager, being in sales, and going on the other part of product management.
Okay.
So I took every chance as a challenge. I wanted, okay, I had enough here. I know very well this part. I need something new to challenge me to grow more. And so I took, let's see if I can do this. And I did.
Okay. Okay. But so what was the trigger? So what was the main trigger point about thinking, like, okay, so when you started over exceeding your own expectation on that particular role, or something else?
When I felt that I have no longer something to learn, something new to
Exactly.
learn.
Mm.
That was my main trigger. When I felt that I get in my comfort zone, then I don't like that, and I need to get out and go and find another challenge.
Right. Great. And so, and then when you started thinking about the change, right? But it does not happen with everyone, right? That, okay, me, I will think about, okay, I'm not learning anything, but is the role really available in the current organization, or any other organization? Because unless you yourself prepare for that role, for your new role, your new career path, right, you will not get that, right? You may be very lucky, right? You can, maybe your manager or someone will be happy to pick you and take you there, but it does not happen in general.
Yes, but we are each one of us is responsible by its own growth. Not
Yeah.
my manager, not my, I don't know, my
Yeah.
friends, no one.
Yeah.
We are responsible. And if we want to achieve something, we work to achieve that. Even if it's a new role, or in the same company, in a different company, we do some research, we learn. For example, I take courses of applications that I'm not using, or to develop other skills that I know that I still have to work on.
Yeah. So you were already preparing for those next skills, basically. That's what you're saying.
Yes,
Fantastic.
exactly.
Fantastic. So basically what the learning is, that if you are in a career where you're doing a particular job, just don't think about that job. Keep growing yourself, keep learning new things, right? Which may help
Exactly.
you 1 year or 2 years down the line to find your next role.
Exactly.
And it may
Some of
not
us
be, yeah, sorry.
have a career path. Let's say I'm comfortable in staying 5 years on a role, or others, I'm they just stuck with it until someone comes and says, okay, it's time for you to leave. Or there are other people, like myself, who after around 2 years, it's a time for change. It's time for something new.
Wow. So you have, by basically that kind of rhythm set in your career, right? Every
Exactly.
3 year,
Every
I
two
will grow
years.
myself
Yes.
and try to learn something new, which is
I'd
a,
I'd like to ask a question here. Like, if I consider that your industry experience is spanning across 10 years, 15 years, and it was maybe you were self motivated at regular intervals to look for new opportunities or new learnings where you can grow yourself. What would be the or what would you tell if I break my career into like three stages in group of 3 to 4 years of experience that I'm working in a company as an individual? What would be your suggestion to uh, to a professional who starts his career and throughout the journey to a professional who is at like 15 years of experience in the industry? What would be your suggestion how to stay in the game, like how to grow? What are the key things that one should be looking at, or I mean, sometimes we tend to get comfortable and continue the same job for, and maybe I mean maybe the rewards are higher as well. I mean it can happen. A good team, a good leadership, and the rewards are higher in the same opportunity that a person uh, may be working on for several years. Um, but these I think these opportunities are rare, or they are exception scenarios. But in a generic way, what would be a suggestion to a professional who starts his career? What point of time he should think about making a move? What are the areas that he should consider before deciding on making a move? And for making the right move, what are the things that he or she should consider?
That's a very good question, Sumalya. Thank you. So first of all, my advice would be that everyone should find their own rhythm of personal growth. Um, you cannot go, for example, from I say 2 months on this position. Okay, it's time for me to change. No, studies show that the change comes after around 1.5 to years in one position. Someone is comfortable to move forward, but before that, it's not with luck. I mean, you don't know exactly before that what do you want to do next. You can set an objective, of course. You can work on that direction, but only after you are comfortable with what you are doing now, and you also have time to do extra for yourself, for your growth. Then you can say that you found your rhythm, and then you can start applying for a different position or look into different opportunities.
Uh, I'll just ask one more question on this. Like for myself, if I look back at my career, I started looking for my next opportunity after like almost around 2.5 years or 3 years when I started, and there were various kinds of motivations which drove me to look for a new opportunity at that point of time. As and I mean depends on the mentality and the experience that one is going through. For a young professional who is just come into the industry, what are the things that he should be looking out for? I mean, fine, we are working for a company, the company has a goal and its objectives. As a personal goal, what are the things that one should look out for, uh, right, to staying motivated and growing at a good pace? Because again, I mean, we tend to get comfortable as we all set in an environment and things keep flowing. But what according to you is, I mean, people have different choices. Somebody likes to grow at a faster pace, somebody likes to grow at a slower pace. What is, where is the balance? Where should we strike the balance between both?
Um, Doing what you like, doing what you love, following your passion, for example,
And
or
sometimes, sorry to cut you, but sometimes being as we have gone through the same thing, the college curriculum is not up to the mark with the industry requirements. I pass out of college studying various subjects in 3 years or 4 years of time, the technical education, and when I was employed, I was trained for like 6 months on
Totally different
various
thing.
various
Yeah.
topics, and then I was working on something else which was completely different from my training. So doing what you like for a young professional or for a student who has just come into the industry, it's very difficult to figure out, and it takes that time, 2.5 years to 3 years
Mhm.
time to figure out what is something that he actually likes. And but by the time he's experienced like 7 or 10 years of experience, he becomes a certain gains mastery over a certain subject where he can excel. And there could be situation where even after excelling in a particular topic, maybe the skill is not a trending one, it's going off and somebody it's getting replaced by a more on demand skill. So how would you, given an opportunity, how would you keep establish this platform of guiding people on staying with the right trends, technologies, and the mindset to stay in the game? How would you culture this?
Um, First of all, by saying that it is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to not take the best decision from the first time. It is okay to experience different jobs. It is okay to do something that you don't like, because from all of these we are growing. With all these experiences, we are growing. And if someone understands that, okay, it is okay not to do something, or not to do something you love, or not to do, or I don't know exactly how to explain, to doing something that you are out of your comfort zone, it's out of your studies, or if someone tells you that you can't do it, it is okay to try. It is okay to experience. And this would be my recommendation. Okay, you are not sure about this career. Okay, I finished finance. What I'm doing now has nothing to do with finance. It's only a
Yeah.
college degree. And most of the times the college degree, it is there just because employers require it. It's a requirement.
Yeah. But like Christian, like you made a good point that okay, somebody who is just passed out, he should try something, right? Whatever he's getting a job, try that, right? It may not, maybe having something from his academic background or may not be, but that experience it will help him to grow, him or her to grow. But many times what happened, Christina, after a couple of years, when they gain the knowledge of that particular subject, that becomes their comfort zone, right? And then they stop thinking about that, okay, in last 4, 5, 6 years, whatever their academic was, which was their core area, they actually forget about that or their interest. They forget about their interest because of the comfort zone that they get in first 2, 3 years. And many people will continue in the same journey for many years, even though it is not their interest area, right? You agree?
Sometimes
That
without
happens.
even realizing the
Even at times they
yeah.
realize that I'm underpaid, right? It is, I don't like to go to office because that's not my area. I don't love my work. And many times it happens with people, right? But still they continue because first of all they get the comfort zone, and second they are not able to think how to grow, how to think about the some next career change, how to transform themselves. This so what is your thought into that?
Well, we live in the era of technology, and we are responsible for our growth. Having a growth mindset, it's something that we nurture, we develop. If
Yeah,
someone decides to stay in their comfort zone and not, I have a picture in my mind. This is a box where your comfort zone and everything else is where the magic happens.
yeah,
So we are responsible to step out from that box and to explore also other opportunities. No one
agree.
can make you, for example, if you don't want to change, or if you are okay with what you are doing, I can come to you and say, okay, look, this is a wonderful opportunity. You will follow your dreams. It's based on your career, on what do you want in the future. But if you personally don't want to develop and you are in a comfort zone and you are satisfied with that, no one can change your mind. The change needs to come from you, from inside.
Yeah, yeah. And as you rightly said that there's a box, people are inside that comfort zone box, right? And many a times everything happening the outside of that, right?
Yes.
But to to people who are still inside that box, IndustryReady can help them to think how they can get out of that box, right? And there, the role of IndustryReady, the coaches, the mentors come in picture, that they can pull them out.
Exactly.
Yeah. And basically revive their interest, revive their passion, get to them that, okay, this is maybe what, to assess them that, okay, whatever they are currently doing, let's see what is their expertise level on that role, on that technology. Maybe they are just working in that, but they're not the right fit for that particular technology or the role or the domain. And then they can, as an industry expert, our coaches, our mentors can find the real fit, the right fit, that actually your domain, basis your academic, basis your interest area, should be something else. You may be a very good fit for a developer. You may be very good fit for a business analyst or a product owner, those kind of role, right? Or somebody who's working as a very different role, working as a quality analyst in a company. So there, the industry ready, our platform can definitely help people to grow, to think out of the box.
Yes,
Now,
and
yeah,
what
continue,
would
please.
be interesting is to see all these opportunities. Because I'm telling you honestly, I didn't knew that a product owner career also exists. Not even on
Right.
LinkedIn, because it wasn't in my interest area. So I had no
Yes.
idea. And I'm
Yeah.
sure that there are so many jobs that I personally would be suitable for, but I don't know about them yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's nice
And
to have a place where you can explore all these opportunities.
right. And just to take like example of Instagram and LinkedIn, right? What happens is, in Instagram also, people, what they think, okay, I will only follow the people, right, who are my friend or in my interest area. In my interest area. But people don't follow people who are working in very different areas, doing a lot of different work, right? Until unless you will break that pattern, you will not start growing. Your mind will not start opening, because as soon as you start following in LinkedIn, say example, you are a developer, start following all sorts of people, anything you come across. And then you will start to see, okay, somebody is switching the job, somebody is doing a different kind of training. And then you start to think within yourself that, okay, this is also maybe a different technology line or a career line, and let me try and explore this, isn't it?
Yes,
So breaking a pattern is very important there.
yes, indeed, it is. But the developer part is only one side, one niche of people. For example,
Exactly.
as a people manager, you follow lots of people managers
Yeah.
to see exactly how they are doing their job. And I came to a product management from a people manager position. Some people might think it's a downgrade, but I think it's an upgrade. I see it as an upgrade.
From a developer to people manager, you mean?
No, I was a people manager and I became a product owner.
Okay. Okay.
And I
Yeah.
see it as a, even if most of people said, okay, it's a downgrade for you from having, I don't know, 20, 30 people in direct reports
Yeah.
to have a product. For me, I'm telling you honestly, it is uh, an up.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
went upside because it more suits me more.
And I think
Right.
this is the junction where, apart from yourself doing a self retrospective and taking this decision, imagine if you had a lifetime mentor who is completely always alongside you, guiding you on all these critical decision making. Especially, I mean, if we just focus on the professional journey, if you had a mentor to guide you all along through making the right decision, then this decision making, which traditionally people would call as downgrade, could be inculcated into a mindset where you are thinking that you have analyzed it, that this is the right step to move forward in the journey ahead, and not a downgrade. I mean, it seems like a downgrade, but it is moving into a different zone and upgrading yourself, launching a different yourself. So sometimes I really think, like, all the mentorship that we had, like across 12 to 13 years of schooling and then your higher studies of technical studies or business studies. We have mentorship all along. But after we land into we get into this the industry, it is a so fast paced competitive zone that you rarely get this mentorship. It is all on yourself that you decide. And just a thought, Gaurav. I mean, what if we can have these build a kind of community here and provide this kind of mentorship to people who are upcoming in this in
I mean,
in this zone.
rightly said, like having a community itself where people are, open to asking their question, right? There are people are there from different various background, different experience level. So if we talk about Christina, she was in that particular time where she was thinking about moving from a project manager or a people manager role to a product owner, right? Or product manager. That time, if such a community was there, maybe Christina would have gone there, added her question that, okay, I'm thinking about doing this change. Will that be a right move or not? Right. And she would have got the right confirmation also. I mean, that the what she did was perfectly right. Because how I see that, because 10 years down the line, there were a lot of people managers, right? But as we started growing towards the product, lot of product uh, product related enhancement started happening, more product started building. What we started to see, the people started, and as we started moving from waterfall to agile, what we have seen, the people managers role was started reducing and reducing and reducing, because when we went into agile, we don't need people to manage other people, right? People can manage their own work. Why do we need a people manager? We actually need product managers who
Exactly.
can manage, who can see that how the product will shape up, how the entire product will shape up. So Christina, your move, like, it was very visionary move, I would say. Yeah.
I mean, the
And
role
much,
itself
much,
evolved. I mean, the product
yeah,
owner role, it was non-existent maybe a long time back in the decade, but it evolved itself. And we got this role. We have a lot of industry-wide certifications for this role. So as we move along this technology landscape, the we apart from having various kind of job opportunities, we are having new kind of roles coming up in this era. And I'm sure, I mean, it's
yeah,
going to I mean,
yeah.
just not people manager, but a lot of other roles are going to come up with the trending
And yeah,
technologies.
and preparation for those roles, which will be actually existing after next 3 years or 5 years, will take you really far, isn't it? So Christina, what do you think? Like what should be people right now, people who are like maybe 2 year experience, 5 year experience, what should be thinking about? What should they be thinking about? What kind of role what are the different role emerging in next 2 to 5 years where they will be preparing for those, because you have found a particular rhythm basis that you prepare for such roles, such changes. So maybe you can guide people for those.
What I think people should take in consideration is the trends that are right now, the digitalization, for example. People managers, uh, there will not be so many people managers in the future, because
Hmm.
we are starting to digitalize everything.
Yes. Hmm.
We let robots do our jobs. Uh, we will need people doing robots, you know,
Right.
doing this, going into this direction of, oh, look, we have AI. Yes,
Yeah.
AI, even if it's something recently new, it's new because no one knew about AI or what he can do. I'm sure that most of us use it every day. So go in these directions where with move it with the flow, with the technology. Go, I don't know, as a product owner, because these roles now that we have so many applications, so many products that we are selling and that we are offering to people, this is the future. If 5 years ago the product owner we had, I don't know, 5 product owners in the entire company, now we have 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
most
number
of
of
them
product owner are adding. Yeah.
are on this generative artificial intelligence, are in this direction, in this digitalization direction, in this
Yeah.
innovation direction, because this is what every company is looking for,
Right. Right.
innovation.
It's very important to correct. So it's very important to learning new technologies, right? Even though those might not be in your current work, it might not be required in your current work, but you should have definitely have that edge to keep exploring those new technologies, whatever is coming up, like Gen AI, robotics, cloud, all of that. You should have some level of knowledge, because you never know that, okay, your role will transform into that, or a new role will come altogether, which may excite you.
And also, all this technology might help you in your role, in your actual role, so much more than you think.
Yes. I mean, I think you're talking about the how ChatGPT can help in each role these days, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
So
It's like your personal assistant along with you.
Exactly. Even if you're a people manager, I'm sorry, but ChatGPT will help you talk with your people.
It will certainly will. Yes. Okay. So moving to the next topic. Thank you, Christina. I think there's a big let's take a big myth. There's a big myth around that. Okay, if career transformation only happens when people are having at least 8 year or 10 year experience, because then only they start realizing that, okay, they are inside a box and they have to get out of it, right? And I want to break that myth that actually it is, you don't have to take those 8 or 10 years in your career. It can actually happen in within next 2 years, 1 year or 2 year experience, or also where you can start finding those cues, right? Finding those triggers, that are you learning something new or not every day? Are you really happy going to office every day or not? Are you getting the right attention from your manager, from your colleagues or not? Because if that is not happening, maybe you are not in the right technology, you are not in the right role, right? So your thoughts, Sumalya and Christina, what do you think? I am trying to break that myth that, okay, people should not wait for 8 year or 10 year to change their career path, to think about the transformation.
Here I have a very nice example for in our country, the main where my mother worked, my father, my uncle, everyone was working in the factory. They had a 7 to 3 job from Monday to Friday. Okay, and they did that their entire life.
Entire
Because
life.
exactly, because they hadn't had so many opportunities as
Yes.
we have. The
Yes.
millennials and the generation Gen Z.
Gen
These
Z.
are
Yeah.
kind of generations. Our new generations have lots of opportunities.
Yeah.
And even if you want, you cannot settle anymore for 8 to 10 years role,
Yes.
to stay eight
Yes.
to 10 years in a role. Only if you are an entrepreneur and you open your own business. Okay, you will be that type of person
Yeah. Yeah.
for your entire life, or for how long do you want. But with all these opportunities that we have, we even
I mean,
if
you
we
can
want,
still want to sleep over it. You can still want to sleep over. Maybe you'll become extinct if you are really not having that open mind to understand what is happening, how the job landscape is changing, how the trends are impacting our daily lives, and how it is. I mean, these days it's become extremely crucial and risky. I mean, if you're stagnant, if you're comfortable at zone, you will perish soon because of the requirements of the industry. If you're not up to date, so I mean, it was coming to my mind that I mean, navigating this change, it's not it is an uncomfortable change, and as we all
It
know, I
is.
mean, change is always uncomfortable. Change is never easy. Just to think about that change, it gives us it. I mean, it takes us time to consume that and then actually work on the change. So, in terms of strategies for making this change uh, a smoother one, I mean, I would again, I would thrive on my understanding and some good mentorship for me, like who helps with my self assessment. And then I mean, it might not always be easy for a person, depending on the nature, again, to network fast, grow his network, get involved in the wider community, And the third thing, as I said, like self-assessment, networking opportunities, and then rebranding your skills. Like it's about uh, unlearning the things that how it has happened until now. The world has changed. Learning the new way of doing things, not necessarily apart from the new skills that are in the market, but there are new ways of doing the same job and
Hmm.
simplifying or putting in more efficiency into the same thing done in a different way, and rebranding your skills. So these are the three, uh, I would say, aspects which I think, like, in order to navigate smoothly, these are the three major pillars where one would need guidance and then mentorship to take him through this change.
So creating your own brand is very important. What it comes out, right? Because many of us, what
Yeah.
we do basically, we thought, okay, I'm just working in this company,
Mm.
right? That's it. I'll keep getting appraisals every year. Maybe I'll get promotion every few years. But you don't think about yourself, a brand, that you can create your own brand. Now, as you see all these platforms like LinkedIn, where you can create your own brand, right? People actually will go and try to get inspired with your own brand, your own content, your own career transformation, and then a lot of new opportunity, a lot of new doors will open for you. If you start thinking that I am not just working in a company, I have to create my own brand,
I mean, just for the
isn't it?
simple example, like if you see social media, I mean, it is we are widely engrossed into social media, and we have created our own brand there. The videos or images or reels that we keep, thousands and or like billions of users are using these social media platforms, generating content. They are creating their brand out of it, and still a very niche set of people are actually utilizing these platforms effectively in order to grow them. I mean, we
Yeah,
share our daily
yeah,
lives, but
yeah,
rarely do we think about career or things which are absolutely crucial to enhance your life, your professional life, your personal life. So we don't have, or very less uh, s- section of people have that kind of mentality of utilizing this social media platforms. LinkedIn has been, I mean, it is there long before
since
Facebook
actually,
or,
yeah,
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 Instagram, but
yeah.
you see the
But
popularity.
still, people don't understand
Yeah.
LinkedIn very well, isn't it?
I mean,
So
tapping the potential, how to tap the potential, these kind of things, nitty gritties around it are extremely crucial, which is not, I think, very, unless you're unless you're a very fast learner,
learner
or
or
you're
smart
smart
chap.
learner.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't get hands on to these kind of materials which are available online. And
yeah,
there comes the need of a platform which can help you, push you in that direction, that which takes you to the next level.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, right. Rightly said, Sumalya. And I think I'm really loving the this open discussion, right? I don't think even in our office, like we get this chance to sit back and really talk about our career, how things can, what has happened in last 15, 20 years, or how would have I really shaped up if I was getting all these insight on the first go, or maybe first couple of years in my career. Maybe I was a totally different person, or thinking very differently, that how I can grow, because I might be getting enrolling to different platforms. I will be taking some mentorship, right, from few mentors, or branding myself. All of that was is definitely is going to help. And a lot of people who are very smart, which is hardly 0.1% of the people I say, are really doing this. Rest of this are actually having still that, we are kind of having that. We are kind of the transition period where our previous generation, our father, mother, they were working in a very different technology, different industries, factories, and all that. Then IT came, and from IT we started with IT, and then what we are seeing in last 20 years, it has shaped up very differently. But now, people who are joining now the IT, they will have a very different mindset because they have not seen the 90s, isn't it? They have not seen the 80s, so they will have a very different mindset. But at the same time, they are also having a lot of distraction. They are having those Instagram, the Facebook, and a lot of gaming platform and all that. So those distractions are also there. So to keep that focus, the growth mindset in their mind is very tough also. So our challenges were very different. Their challenges are very different. But like
Absolutely. Yeah.
how we get out of those challenges is something which what we have to think about. So it was a fantastic session, Christina. I really loved like talking to on different areas, on your different like a lot of new learning about the rhythm, how one should maintain a rhythm, how should one should keep a learning path in their mind.
On this,
Then only they grow. Yeah, Sumalya.
on this staying on the path. So, I mean, we all know, like, we all understand that learning or embracing learning is a lifelong thing.
It
And
is.
not only staying in the game, but how the curve goes. I mean, staying ahead of the curve, it can be
Yeah,
impacted by a lot of things. What comes to me, I mean, 4 bullet points, which comes to me as like staying in the game and ahead of the curve, lifelong is um, is
it's a
continuous
skill.
upskilling and in getting the right industry insights, mentorship and coaching. And the last, the most important and crucial aspect is having a flexible mindset. If I
And the
don't
growth
have a
mindset.
flexible
Hmm.
mindset, I'll not be able to unlearn those things and learn the new things, a new way of doing things. So that is 4 key areas which according to me like makes you stay in the game. What are your thoughts on this?
I agree, Sumalia. This is what I have learned actually. And Christina, last point which I was talking about, like those kind of move where you are working as a people manager and you're getting a new opportunity. That opportunity might not excite people around you because they think, okay, somebody is getting, demotion actually, not the promotion. But then thinking about it, having your thought, having that vision, because as you have been following your career and the trends, what are the different trends are going on, probably thinking about it, yes, this role is actually fit for me and I will grow. That confidence level has to be there. That was something remarkable, what I have learned in today's session from you, that you should have that courage, that, that even though people around you are thinking negatively, if you are right, if you have that thought in your mind, you will definitely grow. So any last note on the session, Christina? What do you think? Like how industry ready can help people, and also what do you think about the platform?
First of all, you mentioned the word that I, let's say, just love, courage. To have the courage to step ahead, to move forward, to take new challenges, that's something that not so many people have. What I see around is a lack of courage. I don't have courage to talk with my boss. I don't have courage to speak up for myself. I don't have
Yeah,
courage to try to change these things. And having courage in these days, it's something crucial, in my opinion.
yeah,
And if maybe not everyone will, let's say, like your courage, it doesn't mean that it should stop you. So having also you having the courage to do a step in this direction, to create a platform that will help generations of people. Yes, because we are having, as I told before, generation I, Z, whatever, I know what who's our next, who are very
yeah,
different, and who are not seeking the like before, having a stability. I'm staying in this career, they are just, okay, let's try this, let's try that, my mom will support me, my dad will support me, if I can do this. And but having a guidance, I think it's really important for them,
yeah,
or
yeah.
having a start point. This is why I think that your platform is in a very, very good direction, and it has many opportunities.
Thank you. Thanks, Christina, for the lovely words.
You're welcome.
Okay. On this note, Sumal, anything else from your side on how we can connect, how people can connect with us, or how they can join
Let's
our
build
community?
it.
You
I
want to
mean,
add something?
let's build this community. Let's build its community. Let's have these kind of maybe weekly connects. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and then let's brainstorm on different topics. Let's invite our friends, colleagues, families to join this movement
Yes.
and see. I mean, we are thinking of inspiring people or mentoring people. Let's see how the world has in store for us, how they can invoke, give us critical thinking, and together making this a bigger movement of
Yeah.
improving ourselves, not only our professional lives, but improving on the quality of our own lives.
Agree.
Spread the word,
Okay.
guys.
Spread the word. And yeah, connect more people, connect with us. We are here in LinkedIn as Industry Ready, and also you can see these video on YouTube also. So we will share that link
Yeah,
in LinkedIn, as well as you will see our platform in Instagram soon. Yeah. We are focusing more on LinkedIn as of now because we are more open with professionals. So that's why LinkedIn is one of those platforms which excites us initially. But I think the mass is in Instagram, where those Gen Zs, the people who are experienced only 2 or 5 years, probably they are there in Instagram. So they can also connect with us through Instagram or Facebook, right? So thank you very much, Christina, for joining us
Christina,
live.
thanks a lot. I mean, taking out this
Uh,
time during your
it was,
vacation,
yeah,
it is an immense gesture.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate.
thank
Thank
you,
you.
Christina.
So see you in the next
Okay,
webinar or
see you in next
podcast in the next
podcast.
session.